There is a level of consciousness where manifestation stops being effort and becomes nature, a state where you no longer try to attract anything because you understand you were never separate from it. This is the realm of God mode. Most people live as operators of their minds. Few realize they are the consciousness operating the entire system. You think with the conscious mind, but you create with the subconscious. And the subconscious is not local. It lives outside of time. It is the fourth dimension, the infinite field where every possible version of reality already exists. The third dimension, the one you see, is the projection. The fourth dimension, the one you feel, is the source. You're not creating something new. You're tuning to a version of yourself that already exists in the quantum archive of possibilities. Everything you have ever desired is not on its way. It's already encoded in the fabric of now. The question is not whether it exists, but whether you are vibrating in the same frequency as it. Your imagination is not fantasy, it's navigation. Every image that feels alive within you is not make-believe. It's a glimpse into a parallel version of you that's already real somewhere in the field. When you imagine, you're not daydreaming, you're aligning. Reality is layered, not linear. You don't move forward in time. You move sideways between frequencies. Each frequency carries a distinct self-concept, a distinct emotional signature, and whichever frequency you inhabit most often becomes what you call your life. You've experienced this. When you fall in love, the world glows. When you fall into fear, the world darkens. The outer doesn't change, the lens does. You are not at the mercy of circumstances. Circumstances are at the mercy of your vibration. So how do you enter God mode? You stop thinking like a character and start perceiving like the author. The author doesn't panic when the plot twists. He knows the story is already written. He simply moves the pen. In practical terms, this means understanding the hierarchy of creation. The conscious mind observes. The subconscious mind executes. And imagination is the bridge between the two. Whatever you repeatedly imagine with conviction becomes an instruction to the subconscious. Once impressed, it manifests without hesitation. Creation is instant in the unseen. Time only lets you witness the unfolding. You've seen this law at work 1,000 times. Every building you stand in was once a picture in someone's mind. Every song you love was once a vibration in silence. Every reality begins as imagination impressed upon the infinite. This is why awareness is everything. You can't experience what you're not aware of. Your awareness is the selector in the cosmic catalog. When you become aware of abundance, life starts mirroring abundance. When you're aware of lack, life loyally reflects that too. The subconscious has no filter. It doesn't argue. It doesn't interpret sarcasm. It simply prints whatever emotional image you keep sending it. That's why conviction matters more than repetition. You can repeat affirmations for years, but if you still feel separate from what you want, the subconscious hears separation. But one moment of genuine inner knowing, of absolute emotional certainty, impresses reality instantly. That knowing is God mode. It's the moment you stop asking, stop hoping, stop waiting. You simply decide. And the universe reorganizes itself to confirm your decision. This is not magic. It's mechanics. You are consciousness operating through vibration. Every thought, emotion, and image you sustain broadcasts a signature frequency. That frequency determines the version of the multiverse you collapse into physical form. Change your frequency, and the world rewrites itself around you. To the conscious mind, that looks like time. To the subconscious, it's immediate. The only gap between desire and experience is the time it takes for your belief to stabilize. Let's talk about imagination as a spiritual technology. When you visualize, you're not pretending, you're downloading. You're connecting to a specific coordinate in the quantum field. The clearer the emotion, the stronger the signal. This is why Neville Goddard said, "Live in the end." When you think from the end instead of about it, you bypass waiting. You shift your frequency to completion, and completion collapses time. Living in the end means feeling now what the future version of you would feel once it's done. Not someday. Now. That emotional now is the password to new realities. The conscious mind wants evidence before belief. The subconscious requires belief before evidence. That's the divide that keeps people stuck. To bridge it, treat imagination as realer than matter. Because it is. The physical is slow imagination. The echo of invisible energy. Matter is frozen thought. So if you wish to change reality, don't push matter. Upgrade the blueprint. Adjust your self-concept. Your self-concept is the signature that tells reality which version of the world to render. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you think you are. The version of you that struggles and the version of you that thrives exist simultaneously. You shift between them through identity, not effort. Every quantum leap is just a change in self-definition. So ask yourself, what identity am I loyal to? The one who is trying to manifest or the one who already has? God mode begins when you stop seeking and start selecting. Selection is the true creative act. You decide, this is who I am, and existence reorganizes to prove you right. Because existence mirrors conviction, and this is where patience transforms into power. In 3D space there is delay, so you can stabilize your new vibration. It's not punishment, it's protection. Just as soil takes time to grow a seed, your reality needs time to root your new frequency. You wouldn't dig up your garden every morning to check if it's growing. You water it with trust. Trust is the fertilizer of creation. Every time you check the 3D for proof, you send the signal it's not here yet. Every time you rest in gratitude, you send the signal it's done. The subconscious listens to tone, not words. It obeys vibration, not logic. So the real discipline is emotional stability. Holding the frequency of completion even when evidence hasn't caught up. That's divine faith. Not blind optimism, but energetic certainty. When doubt arises, return to the end scene. Feel it again. Let the image wash through you until the emotion replaces fear. Then release it. Detachment is not indifference. It's trust in divine timing. Eventually you realize something profound. You're not manifesting anymore. You're remembering. You are the consciousness that already contains all outcomes. You're simply tuning to the version you prefer. This is what the ancients called, as above, so below. The fourth dimensional mind projects into the third, not the other way around. To live from God mode is to reverse the direction of cause and effect. The inner dictates the outer, always. Once you grasp this, impatience evaporates. Because you see that creation was never linear. Every potential future is happening now. You don't travel to it, you awaken inside it. This realization ends the chase. You stop begging the universe for signs because you realize you are the universe giving them. You stop asking for miracles because you understand you were the miracle all along. To manifest in God mode is to stop manipulating and start magnetizing. It's to act from conviction instead of confusion, to choose identity over effort, to live as consciousness creating itself. Everything you've ever desired is a version of you calling you home. Answer it with faith. Act as if it's already done, because in truth, it always was. You are not learning to become a god. You are remembering that you already are one.